Duh. I like to start off like that. But wow, this is a fucking phenomenal turnout. And it's crazy because a lot of these people, like 90% of these people, I don't even know. I was kind of really disappointed in the beginning because I didn't think a lot of people were gonna show, but damn. So thank you guys for coming out. First off, that's real big. That's a real big step. Thank you guys for trusting your friends and showing your faces. I really appreciate it. But what we have here is something really, really, really fucking big. Like really big. And I don't want that to get past you guys. I'm gonna keep it real short up here because again, we have dudes up over here like killing shit. Like, I mean, disgustingly killing shit. So I'll leave most of the details of them. But I got involved with this company about, I want to say like 8 weeks ago. And in that time, I've learned so fucking much, like more than you can imagine. And if anybody knows me, I'm a real ass guy. I'll tell you how it is. I'll tell you if it's bullshit, and I'm doing it. So obviously, you know, trust me, take my word, take these guys' word to heart, because like Lewis said, you may not realize how much you need them. Okay? All we're asking you to do here is keep an open mind. Okay? Don't leave here, you know, be real excited and, you know, get knocked right off your high horse because some dumbass making, you know, not even 15 grand a year is telling you that this thing doesn't work, okay? Because you cannot contest that right now. These guys have cars in the driveway, like Vemma logo on the side, like we're drinking this shit right now. I didn't sell this to any of you guys, okay? Learn the system and keep an open mind. And with that being said, I'm gonna pass it to, you know, Brian. Really killing shit. Just like everybody up there, you know, take what he has to heart. And thank you guys for coming out. I really, really appreciate it.
What's going on, guys? I'm Brian Scuderi. I'm 21 years old. About a year ago, this month, which is absolutely nuts, Corey, come on, right there, holding the iPad. All right, he came running into my friend's basement, middle of my NHL game, shut off the Xbox, was like, yo, we're going to be fucking millionaires. Now, at the time, he was delivering pizzas for $5 an hour, and I was working at ShopRite stocking shelves for $8.65 an hour. I was like, how the fuck are we going to be millionaires? Like, I thought he invented another way to drink beer or something like that. But basically, you know, he told me, hey, this kid, Luke Kish, Tyler Small, and Andrew Yeager are going to be coming up from Philadelphia. All right, they're making about $1,000 a month each, and they're going to be telling us how to do the exact same thing. They have no boss, they have no hours, they live lavish lifestyles, and they're driving $50,000 BMWs. And I was like, well, of course I'm going to come over. Why wouldn't I? All right, so basically I went over there. You know, they really opened up my eyes to something called network marketing. Most of you have probably never heard of the industry. You've probably heard of the companies. Amway, Herbalife, Avon, Mary Kay, P90X, their parent company, Beachbody. Network marketing company. It's word of mouth advertising. Friends selling friends, something we do every single day. I mean, think about it. Girls Instagram pictures of breakfast, and guys put up pictures of them lifting, okay, with cool moves or anything like that. We tell our friends absolutely everything. Think about it. When's the last time you went and saw a movie? All right, you walk out of the movie theater, what's the first thing you do? You tell somebody either it sucks, don't go see it, or yo, that movie was fucking awesome, you need to go see it. But hey, if that movie was awesome and they went and bought a ticket, that movie theater's never gonna send you $1 in the mail. Hey, you should try Jaeger and mix it with Red Bull. Red Bull's never gonna sell you $1 or give you $1 in the mail. So you have to understand that we rep absolutely everything. I mean, from Nike t-shirts to, you know, Hollister shirts. We rep everything. So basically, this industry did $167 billion last year. That's bigger than NBA, MLB, all these sports teams combined and doubled. It's absolutely massive. It's the fastest growing industry in the world. All right? And the coolest thing about this is where we are in this industry with the company that we're working with, not for, okay, is so small that we have a chance to make a lot of money. Network marketing is the second highest paid profession in the world. So unless you see yourself in the NBA, MLB, NHL, all right, then this isn't for you. But this was my #1 opportunity. I might be 6'4", but I could barely dunk. Okay, I'm not actually going to be playing any, you know, sports. Corey knows I got stone hands. Don't throw me anything. I'm not going to catch it. But basically, this was my #1 opportunity. You know, I looked at what my parents had, my teachers had, and everyone else that I knew had, and realized I wanted something different, and this was that different opportunity. So, look on the orange cans, look on the black cans, look on the silver cans. I know we have body here. All right, there's a company on there called Vemma, V-E-M-M-A. It's actually an acronym. It stands for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. It's clinically proven to be the most powerful liquid antioxidant on the market today. Dr. Oz himself had it on the show. His boss is Oprah Winfrey. If she can tell people that, hey, wear Uggs, they're awesome, and they get huge, what's Dr. Oz going to do with a bottle of Vemma that's boosting white blood cells, lowering blood pressure, helping out Crohn's disease patients and their digestive tracts, and it's actually being prescribed to chemo patients because it's helping boost their T cells. This product is absolutely amazing. It was made 8 years ago by when BK Brako, our CEO, teamed up with a doctor from Japan called Yim Young Wang. They created this because BK lost his parents to heart disease and lung cancer. So he decided, I'm going to create this liquid multivitamin, help people get healthier and help people get wealthier. Because in network marketing, we make all the money. See, you're never going to see Vemma or Verve, okay, in stores, on a TV ad, billboard, commercial. They're never going to pay Shaun White. They're never going to pay Triumph Pastrana. No one's going to jump out of space for Vemma. Reason being, why are we going to pay Shaun White, who already makes millions and millions and millions of dollars a year, to do backflips, when he could just pay us, take 50 cents of every single dollar that he makes, and just pays it us based off the size of our network? And that also ties into the fact that this is performance-based income. See, it's just like Facebook. All right, how many of you got Facebook, right? Okay. Now, 13 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg invited 15 of his best friends over. 12 told me he was a fucking idiot. 3 was like, hey, that's a really good idea. They told 5 friends, who told 5 friends, who told 5 friends, would eventually led to grandma signing up on Facebook. Okay? So basically, it's the exact same concept. We use word-of-mouth advertising. So you're not limited to who you know. So take a look at your Facebook. On average, what, 1,000 friends? And each one of those 1,000 friends has 1,000 friends? Look at your phone book, 400-something people. All right? We have literally a computer that fits in the palm of your hand. See, network marketing's been around for over 100 years. Avon's in year 137. They do about $9 billion a year. Amway, Herbalife, Avon, Mary Kay, they all do like billions of dollars a month. And they got there with moms, dads, and grandmas before emails got big. Walking around like, yo, you should check out this mascara. Hey, check out this pillowcase. If I was standing up here telling you you're going to sleep better because of my linen pillowcase, you'd laugh in my face. So basically what this is a way for you to get healthier, because they took 2 ounces of that liquid multivitamin, they stuck it inside of a can, added some natural caffeine, some purified carbonated water, and now we have something that's so relevant to everyone here. I mean, if you're not drinking it, you know somebody who's drinking Red Bulls, Rockstars, Monsters, 5-hour Energies, which is literally fucking poison. Red Bull killed 6 people last year, 5-hour Energy killed 13. Monster just killed a 12-year-old. Why the fuck are we drinking that shit? Take a look at the ingredients. You probably can't understand them because it's just pumped full of chemicals. But with this, all natural and organic. It's like pumping yourself full of vitamins. It's the coolest thing in the world. I've never felt my body feel better than after drinking a Verve. And I'm a little hyped up. I've had like 3. All right? But basically, guys, you know, this is much more than Vemma or Verve. I've been in this thing for a year now. You might be wondering why I didn't drive my $50,000 BMW out here. Well, that's because my first 7.5 months, I didn't do shit. See, I was so used to working at ShopRite, so used to having somebody else who has 46 chromosomes, 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 eyes, ears, nose, and a mouth, telling me what to do, when to go to the bathroom, what job I need to do, when I can go on break, when I can take my own family on vacation, when I can hang out with my friends, when I can come in the next day. My life revolved around what that guy thought of me. And I was so used to that this change was such a drastic change for me. And that's why it took me 7.5 months to make money. But see, the beauty of this thing is you have an opportunity here today to not do what I did. To get excited about an opportunity where you can help your friends get healthier and help your friends get wealthier. And if you do it, it will work. The harder you work, the harder it'll work for you. It's that simple. What you put in is what you get out. This is the fairest game of them all. I will tell you that right now. I've been working now for 3.5 months, actually busting my ass, and I'm finally going to be picking up my car next month. All right? But that's performance-based income. That's all it is, guys. Just do it. It's that simple. All right? What we're going to do here, you know, when I invite up, who am I introducing? Maggie? Jesse. Cool. All right. One of my best friends. When I introduced him, see, the difference here is this is much more than Vemma or Verve. This is a completely different way of thinking. We're going to take you out of that box you've been put in your entire life. Because if you think about it, you've been conformed to a box your whole life. You sleep in a box. You drive your box to either school or an office. That's just another box. They call it a cubicle for a reason. Then you drive your box home to your box to turn on the box, to talk on a box, to video on a box, to then watch videos through a box. You think about it, you've been conformed to a box your whole life. So start to step out of it. Start to think that, hey, listen, Donald Trump, Oprah Winfrey are human beings. All they did was take different action. Because whether you're Warren Buffett or the bum down the street drinking a 40, you have 24 hours in the day. It's about what you do and what choices you take in those 24 hours that will bring you to that end result of either being a millionaire or being $1 million in debt. That's all it is. It's one choice. And that's the beauty of being a human being, guys. You're not an acorn. You can choose to grow into whatever you want. So seriously, open up your eyes to the fact that this is the second highest paid profession in the world. This is how average people like me and Jesse and Tyler and Maggie and Carla and Kelly and everyone here, raise your hand if you made money. Wow, I guess it works, guys. Okay? All these people that just raised their hand are average as fuck. I know that for a fact because they're in this business, but they're making it work. They're not on the NFL field playing football or anything like that. So just understand that this thing is going to get huge. If moms, dads, and grandmas can promote mascara and bullshit items like that, like a pillowcase, to billions a month, what are we going to do with a company that just hit 118 million last year and only projected to do 300 million this year? We did 20 million last month. We're maybe going to do 25 million this year. You want to talk about timing? This is like finding Apple in the 90s before the iPod got big, or Microsoft before it got big. Timing is everything in life, guys. So we're going to sit up here and we're going to ask you how much money you want to make. No one here is your boss. No one here will dictate how much you're worth. For the first time in your life, you will take control and you will start to create your life. Look at your hands, ladies and gentlemen. You are creators. You create your life with the choices that you make. So today, you have two choices. You can either sit here and be like, wow, that guy just yelled at me for 5 minutes, fuck him. Or you can say, hey, listen, he was right. He's probably going to be making a lot of money, and everyone else is going to be making a lot of money. I might as well do it too. Hang out with my best friends, have the summer of your lifetime, and live the most lavish lifestyle you've ever lived. But I'm going to bring up Jesse Munn. This kid, I might be 6 inches taller than him, but I look up to him in every single way. He's making $100,000 a year. Fucking animal. Simply put. Thank you.
Who's like brand new really quick? Like raise your hand. Do you guys work? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Do you like what you do? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Most people, I mean, even if you do, most people don't at all. Because you either feel like you're underpaid or you work too much, whatever it is. And lastly, nobody likes being told what to do, when to do it by a dickhead boss for hours at a time, and most importantly for like $7 an hour stamped across your forehead. That's insane to me. So, my biggest piece of advice flat out is just really keep an open mind to this whole entire concept, this whole entire idea. Because at first, yeah, it's going to sound crazy about hearing, 19, 20-year-old kids making this much money, that much money. But once you really wrap your head around this whole entire concept, really this whole entire industry, and realize it's possible for you, it'll basically, the sky's the limit. It's really cool. But lastly, keep an open mind because, yeah, it's going to sound different. But what you have to really understand is that if you want a different result out of today's economy, you have to do something different. Okay, because I don't know if you guys know this, but it's, yeah, times are changing, dude. And most importantly, ways to make money in America right now are changing. Nobody can contest it. It's a proven fact now in less than 1 out of 2 kids. So this side's getting a job, and this side is not. Okay, and this side that gets a job, the average starting salary is on like $27,000 a year. I was like, holy shit, dude, student loans, #1 debt in America. The interest rate just doubled. Okay, 6.4%, which means you're in even more debt than you were. That's crazy to me. So the way I looked at it is like, how the hell do you expect to support yourself, do what you want, and pay back your loans in that kind of money? You absolutely cannot. So you have to think outside the box. You have to do something different. Because my favorite part about this is, yeah, dude, it's a different way of thinking for young people. Because ever since I was a little kid, it kind of blows my mind that we always train with the employee mindset to go to school, get through your grades, go to college, get through your grades, and eventually go fill out a fat-ass resume and go beg someone to work a job. But I'm not here to disrespect anybody, but a job is the worst way to make money. Because you're told what to do once again, when to do it. If you don't listen to what your boss says at any point in time, you're fired. And money is pretty damn important, you know what I mean? If you don't have money, you're not eating. If you don't eat, you're gonna die. That's crazy. So what I'm trying to say is that it blows my mind that our whole entire lives we were taught by people that have no idea how to make money. Because with all due respect to, most parents, most teachers, most of everybody once again, they have no idea how to make money. Because 3% of the population owns all the money in America for a reason. Because they did something different. They don't work for a boss. They don't work some job. They own their own business and they created assets exactly like Vemma. So what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, if they don't have what you want, don't take their advice on it. So once again, it blows my mind going to school, listening to a professor who makes $60,000 a year, your quote-unquote business teacher, trying to teach you how to make over 6 figures or $1 million a year. If they knew how to do it, they'd be in the real world doing it. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, if someone doesn't have what you want, don't listen to them and follow those that have what you want. So that's what I do with these guys here.
You know, Maggie DePip, killing. I'll get into her numbers in a second. Tyler Small, get into his numbers. This kid Luke Kish, when I first met him, he was making $1,000 a month. Okay, $1,000 a month in this business. Last week he did 10 grand. That's crazy. He's gonna be seeing $500,000 a year in the next like 2 to 3 months, which is crazy to me. So I linked up with him because he had what I wanted: time freedom, financial freedom. So once again, if you do what people do and you say what they say, you're gonna get what they have. So that's what I do with these guys. I introduce this concept of free people. Really think about that. Your Facebook, your phone book. People who like to make money and like to be healthy. It's absolutely every single person. So from that point on, like Brian said, it's not about who you know. Okay, it's all about who that person, or about who the next person knows, and who they know and who they know. I turned 3 people in my group, or we turned 3 people in my group, to actually a little bit over 2,500 now. Growing by over close to 300 kids a week, which is crazy. I got my car as well. It's at home. And then, yeah, dude, this thing should be paying me close to $250,000 within the next, like, 2 months. But I don't say that. I'm not here to try to brag or try to boast. None of us are here to try to impress you with our numbers. But hopefully open your mind to the bigger picture and realize, yeah, dude, we're average-ass 19 or 20-year-old kids that did something different. And once again, we're not here to talk about what it did for us, but what could that type of money do for you and do for your family? Because where else can you go at 19 years old, our age, see 6-figure income in your first year, start retiring your parents, and pay back your student loans? Probably nowhere else. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to leave it at that, keep an open mind to it, because, yeah, dude, it's fun. This is what we do. We travel, talk to new people, help people change their lives. As corny as that sounds, it's pretty freaking cool. So with that, I'm going to introduce the girl that got me into this. She's absolutely killing it. She's definitely the best girl in this business, in Vemma, without a doubt in my mind. She'll get into her numbers, and yeah, she taught me everything I know. So, woo!
What's up, guys? Hi, I'm Maggie. A little bit about well, first of all, yeah, give it up for Jesse. He pretty much teaches me new things every day. He's awesome. But a little bit about my story, guys. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Kennett Square, not too far from here. Went to high school with Tyler, Turner, Simon, a couple other names you guys know. They introduced this to me. I was working at Wawa on the night shift, actually. When they came to me about it, I didn't really listen to it for a little while, and my whole hometown kind of got blown over with it. Everybody was talking like Turner and Tyler are doing this thing, and I felt like fear of loss. Like, I wanted to go hear about it. And when I heard about it, it was Luke Kish, who made like $4,000 his first 2 months, and I heard the whole thing out, and I was literally just sitting there like, what did I just hear? Like, and when I say, like, I think everybody in this room will agree, whether it's a couple hours, a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months that they've been involved in Vemma, that Vemma has completely changed their life. And, like, I don't just mean financially, guys, because the money aside, we're not really here. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, everybody wants to make money, but, guys, Vemma changed my whole course of life. Like, and it's crazy looking back on it now, how one small decision can literally change the course of your life forever. So the biggest thing that I like to talk about is the culture of Vemma. And kind of what Vemma did for me, because it opened up my eyes to something that I didn't even know existed, guys. This is like a family. Like, literally, straight up, I've met some of my best friends through this whole thing, guys. People here have a vested interest in seeing you succeed. Nobody is here to just sign you up to sign you up. Nobody's here to just get you involved or sell you anything, guys. This is about you and making a decision for you and, like, to turn your life into a positive direction. Guys, because if you start hanging out with us, you know, all these people making money doing this stuff, it's going to start to rub off on you. You're going to start to see the same results, which is cool, and we want to help you. You know, we want to reach down the hand and get down your level and teach you everything we did step by step, because what it took me 12 months to do, Joe Bruno will do in like 7, like 0 to 6 figures in 7 months at 20 years old. And I swear, if you met him or if you hung out with us, you'd be like, wow, if these kids can do it, I can do it too. You know, guys, and I went to Bloomsburg, you know, partying, drinking, smoking 8 days a week, like in a sorority, did that whole thing, guys, going absolutely nowhere. Like, we always talk about, like, me, Tyler, Amanda at school, like, guys, we would, like, drink in, like, a nice house, nice cars, like, talked about all of our lavish lifestyles and everything that we want to do, guys. Were we doing actually what needed to happen? No. Like, I wasn't doing shit to make it happen. Guys, 1 out of 2 kids are graduating and getting jobs. Like, you really need to realize what just fell into your lap. Like, it's insane, and so many people let it go right over their head, but I swear to God, if you knew what I knew, and you saw what I saw, and you got the same results as me, guys, you would do absolutely nothing but leave here and make it happen, because what it's done and what it's doing for a lot of young kids around here, guys, it is way bigger than anybody in this room. It's bigger than Tyler, it's bigger than Luke Kish, it's bigger than Brad Alcazan, guys. This is going to be something really, really, really freaking huge. Like, really, really huge, and you just heard about it in year 9. You're gonna hear about it again, guys. Whoever brought you here, hug them, kiss them, be like, thank you, guys, because they're here to help you. It doesn't make a difference if you do this or if you don't to anybody in this room. It's gonna happen with or without you. That's like saying if all Pennsylvania didn't get a Facebook, Facebook would have still happened. And Mark Zuckerberg didn't come out here to tell us that. He told 3 people and created a ripple effect. And that's what this is. I introduced this to like 5 people, 1 being Jesse Munt, and 5 has turned into over like 2,600 active orders going through my business on a monthly basis. Last week it paid me like $2,500. Guys, I'm 19 years old. And I don't say that to brag or to impress you, but like most people don't even make that in a summer. That's insane to me, guys, so realize what this could do for you. Because yeah, it has changed my life. Money aside, guys, the skill set you acquire with this is insane. I've never been so self-confident. I've never had all this stuff, like the leadership, goal setting, public speaking, all this stuff, guys. We're here to teach you. We're here to help you. This is a self-development program that pays you. As anybody that knew me before Vemma, I have done a complete 180. Like completely, into so much of a better person, and now we're here to help you. We want to teach you. So take down our numbers, plug in. There's a lot of leaders here. Plug in, get our numbers. We're going to a couple events today if you want to follow us. I know a lot of people are. But link arms with the people that brought you here, guys, because they do really care about you. And yeah, get all your questions answered. But with that, I want to bring up Tyler Small. He was able to teach me everything that I know. Huge mentor for a lot of people in this room. So yeah, we're going to
Yeah, I hate when she does that. Does so well that like it's hard to match it. So yeah, I mean it's been awesome to see Maggie, kind of come up. She was like my friend from high school that we would go out on the weekends, like she said, just not remember what happened, which is cool. It's now we're traveling around the country even. We've been in California together. We've been all over the place up in Syracuse. Just this past weekend. Sharing this common goal or vision, guys, of wanting to be successful, and Vemma just happens to be our vehicle. I was introduced to this whole thing about a year ago. I was really, really skeptical. Why? Because my friend that I would run around my frat house with, like half naked, beers in both hands, introduced me to this orange can. He's like, yo, we're going to get rich and drive free BMWs. And I'm like, dude, you're an engineering major with me. How do you know anything about business? Long story short, he's like, I got to introduce you to this kid. I can't answer all your questions, blah, blah, blah. I mean, the kid was my friend. He's my friend from Penn State. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give you the time of day. I'm naturally ambitious. At a point, I feel like you can't say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right person. I was the right person. I was going to hear what he had to say, guys. Luke Kish, 19 at the time, and made like $4 grand, like Maggie said, in 2 months. I had a lot of questions, he had a lot of answers. I learned all about the credibility. I was trying to find a flow in this thing for about 4 weeks. When I couldn't, I saw that it was working. It was going to get really, really big with or without me. I made the decision to get involved, guys. I saw that I was never going to have a better shot to make a lot of money. And if you guys are new, or even for the people that are in the business, one thing you've got to understand with this is the first thing I realized is that this is very performance-driven. I'll be the first person to tell you, yeah, a lot of people don't make money in Vemma. That shouldn't scare you, because if you're the right person, you can come in and make as much money as you want. It's like having a gym membership. I've got one back home, guys, and as you can tell, I rarely go. I'm traveling around 29 out of 30 days. I go like once a day. I never eat right. We're drinking body, like, meal replacement every day. I can't call the gym a scam, guys. My buddy that goes, Rich Clutter, you guys know him. He's all about the gym. He's a lot bigger than me now. I used to be stronger than him in high school, which is sad. But I can't call the gym a scam because, dude, he goes and he works and he eats right and he does his thing. So you got to understand that, I think Brian said it, dude, Vemma works if you work. The more you work, the more it works, and only if you work. Yeah, there's going to be ups and downs. You got to kind of persevere. You can't, it doesn't matter, dude, what other people think. Like, the thoughts of other people that don't have what you want in life, they touch on it, is completely irrelevant. I like the quote Maggie showed me one time. It's like a lion doesn't lose sleep to the opinion of sheep. Dude, it does not matter, right? And so I kind of saw the end result. I made a decision about a year ago, and I saw a vision. I saw myself standing up front, in front of a group of people, with the cars, dude, with my friends, all making money, and it didn't matter what was, in between, A to B, guys, and that's what you've got to understand. I think that psychologically, people like to do what's working. I don't think anyone can contest what's happened here. Obviously, there's too many people making too much money. It's either you're in, you can make a lot of money, or you're out, and yes, you're watching Vemma happen. Can you become successful in something else? Yes, you can. But me being an average-ass kid about a year ago with really no other outlet, or no other option, I should say, other tan go to school, go grades, graduate from Penn State, $100,000 in loans, which, I mean, I'm already like 10 grand in loans, having to pay them back now. Freaking Sally Mae, hate her. But guys, didn't want to graduate 100 grand in loans and go get a job, if I could find one, making 60, 80 grand a year, and try to work my way up the corporate ladder, kissing ass, to hopefully get that top spot. I've always wanted to own business. I've wanted my money to work for me. I just never had a way. And guys, also psychologically, people like to do what makes sense. Okay, about a year ago, when my buddy Luke Kish really broke this thing down for me, the product's perfect, guys. If you haven't tried it. Okay, I saw that as a way healthier alternative to what I was spending money on. I was in a frat at Penn State. My buddy Rich, you can only imagine. We would fill up the shopping cart when we were pledging with like these big ass sodas. It was like the cheapest soda because we're all broke. We would take that home, that liquid sugar, and mix it with Vlad. If you guys know, like a $7 handle. It's like the worst thing ever. And that would be our weekend. And we'd go out and we'd have a blast. And looking back, I'm like, so dumb of me to be treating my body like that. You know, it's like, I think there's a saying, you wouldn't fill your car with shit, so it's like, why are we putting all this shit in our bodies? It doesn't make any sense. So it's like, I saw Verve is actually a good product for me. It could replace the Red Bull, the Fiber Energy on the weekend. College students were fueled off of energy. And it would replace the coffee every morning at 8 a.m. to get me through class, because obviously that's not very good for you. Starbucks, I think, is like 400 milligrams of caffeine. So the product was perfect, guys. It's priced at like $2.83 a can. I saw like I could transfer my dollars, not spend more money, but drink a better product, right? My whole outlook on the business was that if I didn't make a single dime in Vemma, drinking a Verve a day is actually making me healthier, and I was going to spend the money anyway. We're all in college, weed, beer, Adderall, like, let's be honest. Like, we don't need any of that, dude. You know, invest your money into a business and into yourself. Invest yourself into something that could literally, like they said, change your life, guys. And I saw the logic behind what was going on, guys. I had never been introduced to network marketing ever before. I learned about other companies like Avon, which I like to say is like moms and rubbing lotion on each other. You know, they do $11 billion a year. Guys, it's bigger than Major League Baseball. If you guys don't know, I think they did like 10.8. I saw that if they can, you know, do that, and like I think Brian said, with, you know, before emails were big, knocking on doors, you know, our moms with their couple friends around the dinner table once a week, you know, drinking wine, talking about business. What's going to happen, guys, when that same concept falls in the hands of the most socially connected demographic in the world? We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. We have, you know, all Skype, our high school connections, college connections. Like, all these pre-established networks we're not using for anything good. Brian said exactly what I always say. It's like a year ago on Facebook, it was either your status, I hate my job, I hate, you know, school, or a picture of breakfast. And I'm like, dude, like, what is Facebook? Like, to those that like aren't using it for something productive, it blows my mind. And so I saw that I could take these networks I already had, drink a better product. We're telling our friends about new things all the time already. We don't listen to the radio, we listen to our iPod. We don't watch the ad on the front of the YouTube ad. We click skip ad as soon as it's available, and we watch the video, and 9 times out of 10 our friend was like, check out this video. Did YouTube ever send that person a check-in email? No. Dude, it's like I was driving, our last meeting, you know, I'm driving with Maggie, I'm in the passenger seat on my phone the whole time. I like look up and I'm like, where the hell are we? You know, I'm not looking at billboards down the side of the highway. I look up and there's like cornfields everywhere. And like, you know, we're not paying attention to these traditional ways of advertising. Guys, times are changing with it. Ways of making money are changing. I promise you, this is a very good business in terms of like adapting to these changes. It all just made too much sense, guys. And lastly, I saw that this was going to get really big with or without me. Did it take all of us for Apple to get big? Had we invested, you know, in the 90s? No, dude. If one of us here hadn't gotten a Facebook, would it still have gotten big? Maggie talked. Yeah, dude. You know, has anyone here been involved in Amway or Avon or, you know, Mary Kay or these other companies? Maybe, but for the majority of us, probably not. And they're still multi-billion-dollar companies. And what's scary to think is that Amway's parents with pillowcases, they do $250 million each week. Dude, we'll do that this year as a company. Like, in a couple years, this will be a great opportunity, but you've officially heard about it tonight in year 8. And I'm here to tell you guys that if I stopped Vemma tomorrow, you know, I'm planning on being in the top 50 income earner list within the next month. Guys, I don't say that to brag, but to help you understand that if I stopped Vemma tomorrow, I promise you, it won't stop this company from evolving into a massive company. Like, if it's not someone here, it's going to be someone else earning paychecks in Vemma. It's inevitable. And I just saw it as my best opportunity to make a lot of money, guys, so I kind of ran with it. I've introduced 14 of my friends to the concept in 13 months. It's like 1 a month. It doesn't take everyone. It's not for everyone. If it's not for you, no hard feelings. We genuinely mean that. We're not here to see people waste their money, waste their time. It's not a get rich quick. It takes time and effort. You've got to commit tonight, like a 5-year commitment, whether or not you want to be a part of this, dude. And again, if that's not something you're willing to do, maybe this isn't for you. But 14 of my friends believed in me. They pulled the trigger, you know, on this whole journey. And only 7 of them stuck with it, meaning, yes, 7 quit. Doesn't matter. You run with the runners, dude. You run with the people that want it bad, as bad for them as you want it for them. 7 people is all it took to, are responsible for my network being, you know, close to 4,000 orders, guys, in about 13 months, which is pretty crazy. You know, strictly because of how connected we are, being young people, and how our networking capabilities are so advanced. 4,000 people, a lot of the moms on the vitamin. My dad, to give you an example, drinks the protein and loves it and has no interest in the business. He probably pisses pants if you're up here in front of this many people trying to tell you about Vemma, dude. He has no idea what it is other than likes the product. He's a customer. But more importantly, all the people here that share this vision, that see Verve's a better product than everything else out there, that wanted to take that extra step, share it to the 100 friends you have on Facebook that we don't know, build a really fat network together. The larger it is, the more money Vemma's making, the more we're able to make for us, guys. Y'all had a MySpace when you were introduced to Facebook. Probably called Facebook stupid and dumb for like a month like I did. Enough of my friends got one. What happened? I stopped using MySpace, started using Facebook. Built a big-ass social network of people using Facebook. Did Mark Zuckerberg pay me? No. I made like $13 billion after selling half of it. The only difference here, you become a consumer of Verb, it's a better product, you share it with a couple friends, create a social network of people drinking it, you make money because they pay 50 cents on every dollar, they touched on it, back to us. Instead of paying Sean White and the freaking idiot that jumped out of space, Rebel on his chest, you guys saw that. You know, he paid him $200 million or something to you know, give exposure to their brand. Our company pays it back to us, and that's exactly what we need in this economy right now, dude. Redistribution of wealth back in the hands of ordinary people. And that's why this is called the business of the 21st century in the eyes of Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump, Warren Buffett, some of the most successful people in the world. Whether or not you guys do it, whether you're in the business or not, like, you know, pursue this, you know, to your utmost ability, it doesn't matter to me, and I don't say that to sound like a dick, but it just doesn't. The right people are out there, and that's who we're looking for. I hope that you're able to take something from this. Someone brought you here tonight because they like, trust, respect you, someone enough to want to share this with you. There's never been a time to make a lot of money. Why? Because we've never known so much about how to build this, what works and what doesn't. We obviously teach what works and not what doesn't. That's why Joe Bruno, who Maggie touched on, went 0 to 100 grand in 6.5 months, which is faster than anyone in the entire company who's in our business. Meaning if he continues at that pace, he will out-earn me, like he'll pass me. When has your CEO or your upper management ever sat you down, hey, let's set goals for this quarter, let me teach you what I know so you can outwork me? Never. Okay, guys, this is different. They said it, different's good. Why? Because if you look around, chances are people don't live the lives you want. Guys, you want to have time freedom, financial freedom to do what you want with who you love in your one life you have to live. You've got to go out and create that for yourself. Don't conform to others' expectations of you. Create your own life. And dude, this thing is working. I mean, I think that's really all there is to it. How to get involved, it's really simple. You just become a consumer of Verb. You buy 2 cases a month to have an active business. It's 48 cans. Like Brian said, he drinks like 4 a day, so probably runs out of product. Drink 1 a day, guys, like a normal person. You have 18 to share. Not that you're not normal. Well, you're not normal. 18 to share with family and friends every month. Dude, it's nothing crazy, right? You find 3 customers. Okay, like I don't care how long it takes. You find 3 customers that buy monthly. You build a global business that's paying people like Braddock has $6 million a year at no monthly expense. It's $1.3 million to buy a McDonald's, and you'll be $10,000, $20,000 in debt monthly and overhead expenses. Like it's dirt cheap to start a business here. If something's clicking for someone, you want to start on the builder pack. Okay, there's a $1,000 investment. We don't need to mess with it. It's too much money. We get that. But 500 fall right in the middle of the way that everyone here started. The builder pack, 7 cases. Okay, you get the more product. If you start a t-shirt shop, guys, you don't want 1 shirt in your store. Like it would look stupid. You want a lot of product to really get your business off the ground and running, guys. You get the success kit, the audio, most importantly, the car bonus when you're at Called Diamond. You've got 100 orders in your network. You can go pick up a car like the one outside, or the 3 outside, I should say. You slap Vemma down the side of it. They help you with your monthly payment, lease, finance, whatever you want. Any car you want, 3 years or newer, black, white, or silver. And there's like 40 kids in my business after 13 months driving $55,000 cars that they don't pay for. And if you can tell me you've seen something like that in the past, like I'll be shocked. Like never before have I heard of kids driving cars like that and making this kind of money. Why? It's never happened before. You cannot compare it to anything else. Okay, but you also get the frenzy bonus sets for every 3 of your friends you enroll within a week, which most of these guys I would imagine have probably done. First week, second week, any week you want, you make $700. You make that $500 back, you've profited $200, you can pay for next month's order, dude. You've got a fat check to show your friend. So it's definitely the way to start, dude. We've seen so much credibility. They touched on it. Dr. Oz, dude. Phoenix Suns, Charlotte Bobcats. Yeah, they suck. But their owner being Mike Jordan is big credibility. Chose Verb over Gatorade. You will never see Red Bull be the official drink of the Miami Heat because it's really bad for you. Verb obviously being good. The DSA, dude, the government, they tax us on every dollar. It's all there. If you go on Google and type Vemma scam, I'm going to leave it at this. You're going to see it pops up. Why? Because people are so negative nowadays. It's the first thing they try to do. What is Google? It's a search engine, dude. It's going to show it first. Read through the articles, and as long as the articles aren't like half illiterate, saying Scotland instead of Scottsdale, and that Vemma is spelled improperly, don't count that as credible. And chances are, if the articles are like legitimate, they're going to explain to you how it is a legitimate business, guys. So again, don't see the results of someone else and base your own possibilities off of that. It's all on you. So hopefully, guys, if you're new, again, you're able to take something from it. I want to kind of cut myself off, or I'll talk literally for hours. I know we're going to Quakertown. Everyone is welcome. We want to make that meeting huge. Hopefully there's a pool there. But I'm going to shut up, guys. Thank you again so much for coming out.
Anyone have any questions? Yes.
How do you enroll again?
How do you
enroll?
enroll? Come on.
Basically, what you do to enroll to start your business is whoever brought you here that's in the business has 2 free websites. All right, something called the back office. Tracks how much people, how much product flow. It does all the hard work. That's why average people like